Hey there, this is John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and today is Saturday, the 21st of December 2024. I hope you're all doing well. So let's talk about the week that has gone by. It's been an interesting one for me. Um, it's been a ridiculous amount of gifts from people, early holiday gifts, and I'm very thankful. And it's, you know, I don't want to say, I don't feel worthy, but I don't feel worthy. It's just so nice. For example, um, I heard from my friend Joan, who was going to ShopRite as she does most weeks, and said she was going to go Thursday. And I said, I don't need anything, but I'd like you to come by because I have a little gift for you, because I had a little gift for her. And turns out Michael did too, which I did not know. So Joan knows me pretty well. So she showed up after she went to ShopRite and not only brought me a gift card, which was very generous of her, but brought me a six-pack of potato knishes because she knows Michael and I love them, and she knows Michael loves Funyuns, and got the Wise onion ring snacks, which are like Funyuns but even better. So that was just ridiculously nice of her. We both enjoyed them. They lasted us. There were six knishes, so I had mine one a day. Michael had two the first day and the third one yesterday. And then Thursday evening, Grace Mary came to bring me communion. And I had a little gift for her as well. And she gave me a gift card and she gave me this wonderful rosary bracelet with a medal of St. Benedict on it and some chocolates. And it was just, and a gift card. It was just very, it was a lot. And we had a lovely talk. We were talking about. I told her about the Shoprite thing, and she said, "Oh, she loves Shoprite, but there's always the parking's hard there and the traffic is too much." I said, "Yeah, well, if I could go somewhere, I would go to Patel Brothers, the Indian store in Norwalk, because Michael and I love like another door down from it. I've probably talked about this in the past. Is this Peruvian restaurant, and they have this stuff called ahi that's not the fish. It's this, I guess you'd call it a condiment. Like if you go in a Mexican restaurant, 9 times out of 10 you'll get chips and salsa. Well, Peruvian restaurants give you ahi and then like cut up baguette, and it looks like seafoam green stuff sauce in a thing, and it tastes amazing. And what Michael and I found we like is to have it on Indian bread, like naan or paratha. So I was talking to Grace Mary about that, and she'd never really had any of that stuff. And so yesterday, while I was on the phone with my friend Erwin in Florida, evidently she came and brought Michael and I a big container of ahi, like twice as much as we usually get, a couple of boxes of frozen paratha, some lovely, man, these are lovely, these Indian pistachio cookies that almost look like a shortbread cookie, but they have a very distinct and beautiful taste. And I haven't tried it yet, but this jar of interesting Indian honey that says it's from um, flower blossoms and honeydew blossoms, which I didn't know that there was, whatever. I'm real curious to have that at some point. Um, but that was just so generous. That was, blowing me away. Grace Mary is a fabulous person, and Joan is a fabulous person, and it has nothing to do with that kind of gifts or that. It's that their hearts are wonderful. I got a gift from my friend Joyce, who's wonderful. My friend Larry, who's a very wonderful person. I got cards today. I got a card from my friend Lisa. I got a card from Cheryl. I got a card from a whole bunch of different people, and that's been lovely, you know. And yesterday I had a wonderful long conversation with my dear, dear friend Lana, and we've known each other, God, 40 years. And she was telling me a funny story because she did an interview with the great underground cartoonist Robert Crumb. And before he would agree to let her interview him, he wanted a photograph of her legs. So she was like, I didn't care, so I put my leg up on a table and took a picture. And he eventually agreed, which I thought was hilarious, you know. And Lana, every time I talk to Lana, she reminds me of why I love her so very much. So that was good. I had a funny as hell conversation with my friend Bob Schreck, who I've known 42 years. Uh, Actually, 44, but I would say we met in 44 years ago, in 1980. But our friendship, I really kind of think of it as 82. I mean, dates aren't important, but we've remained very close friends through all kinds of adversity on both our parts. And we're like family, you know. Bob's like a brother, and he's always hilarious. So, and he's a great soul. So those were great conversations. Um, I talked to lots of other people during the week, and I'm going to remember all of them when I finish this, of course. And I know I talked to Ari. I didn't talk to Suzanne. I wanted to talk to Suzanne, but I didn't get a hold of Suzanne yet. I talked to my niece Jessie came by. That was good. Um, been doing some work, you know, some reviewing, gearing up for Christmas. I just need, what do I need? I just need a large can of tomato paste. That's it. And if I can get some small rolls to have like little meatball or sausage or meatball and sausage things as a side thing, you know, because I'm making the the plan is that I am making a big pot of sauce just like mom and dad did with their recipe for meatballs as well. And then I'm going to have some nice hot and sweet Italian sausages in that. And I'm making, I believe, a kind of penne for Michael because Michael doesn't really eat filled pasta much. And I have some nice frozen raviolis that I'll boil up and have with my sauce. But I also want to have some little rolls to make little individual mini meatball and sausage sandwiches. Um, it's going to be way too much food, and people will come in and out. What are your plans? Tell me. Let me know. Call me or send me an email. What are you planning for the holidays? Do you celebrate the holidays? Do you celebrate a different holiday than Christmas? I'm fascinated. Let me know. Maybe you don't celebrate anything at all, and what I'm going to call Christmas, you're going to call Wednesday. That's how it goes. Because, it's funny, a religious moment if you don't mind. I read something, and it really struck me. I really thought this was good. This is a Father Bonaventure Perquin. I need to take the specs up for a minute. He says, let us try to rise above the appearances of things to the source, our Father in all his wisdom and mercy. We need also to see our life as playing an indispensable part in the mosaic of God's plan. And that really struck me. I like that thought, the mosaic of God's plan, like being this big mosaic. So, when I had read that the other week, I said, I want like a stone. I want symbolically to have one. And so I bought this pack of tumbled stones, and this one right here is what I'm thinking of as my stone. If you see me, if you're someone that lives around me, and you see me, I'll be happy to give you a stone because we're all, as they say, an indispensable mosaic, part of the indispensable mosaic of God's plan. So, beyond that, my friend Bob is going through COVID. He shall hopefully be doable by Monday to go round. And I don't know, do I have anything else? Oh, a sad thing. On the 13th, I didn't find out until Wednesday, that my dear friend John Camp died. He was the bass player for the band Renaissance through from the early 70s through till I believe John left in 85. He also played in Roy Wood's Helicopters and a band called Cathedral with an E at the end with the keyboard player John Young, who also played with Fish and a bunch of other people. And he was a great guy. I would talk to him on the phone several times in England, and we corresponded regularly. We did some stuff for my site. You know, he was a wonderful man, full of a unique energy. It really showed in his playing, it showed in his life. And I know that this year was a bad year for him. I believe his wife died. And I know he was having life struggles, you know. He, I think, was bottoming out. After she died, I think he had some drinking issues toward the end there. And I know someone said that at one point on Facebook, he was even asking people if he could like stay over someone's house or something like that. And it's just sad. I don't know how he died. I only know that he died. I have a lot of love for John. Um, he was a special guy. And again, not because of what he did, but because of who he was. That's the thing we always need to keep track of. Sometimes we base people on what they did, what they achieved, you know, whatever. What is that? What's an achievement, you know? If I think of the great achievements in my life, I hope that topping that list is I always tried to be a good uncle to my nieces and nephews and greats and that. And I'm sure I failed several times, you know, more than a few times, but I certainly tried because I love my family very much and my friends. So I don't want to get too corny on you, but it's just the truth, you know. So with that, I hope you all have a good holiday. I am celebrating Christmas. I'm looking forward on Christmas Eve. Late at night on NBC, they show the Mass from the Vatican. I will be watching that. And I love you all. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a happy holiday. Have a happy Wednesday. And a happy everything. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.